So hi everybody, I just got another box in from Makin's Clay, and let's take a look at, and I did open it, of course. You can tell that I've already kind of dug into it. Let's take a look at all the fun goodies I got this time around. This is my third box that I've gotten from being on their design team. And this one's a little more themed towards fall and Christmas. And it never ceases to amaze me, the wonderful things that I'm getting that come from this company. So let's take this one thing at a time. The first one I got is these push molds, and as you can see right here, these are all the molds. So it's a bear, it's a star, it's a wreath, skates, a couple of hollies, another small star, and another little holly, and then there's some berry pieces so you can do some layering, and it's just really pretty. This one looks like a snowflake. It's just dying to be done in blue or white, and it's just a really easy push mold. Super simple. There's a whole bunch of other ones, and I have a few others, and I absolutely love them, and I can't wait to play with this guy when it gets closer to Christmas. It'll be lots of fun. Another one I got is a texture sheet, and so these is a set of 4 texture sheets. This one is set H, and it is these coils, it's the connectors. I know it's really hard to see with the glare. This one is abstract. It's just all these kind of fun designs, and this is another abstract. This almost looks like wood. Pretty cool. So it's all these really pretty swirly designs that are in here. Let me show you up a little closer so if you can see what those are. So it just adds something to the texture of your clay by just pressing it in. So that's pretty fun. I also got a series of different kinds of cutters. So all these they're just like little cookie cutters, but they're clay cutters. These are very similar, but they're different sizes, and they're both Christmas. This is a set of 3 little birds that are all nesting birds. So that's really pretty. It'd be really cool for like you to. It reminds me of Christmas, but you could also get into summer or spring because it's a bird. There's lots of ways you can go with a bird, which is really cool. These ones are all Christmas shaped and Christmas themed. So we have a candle. It looks like we have a reindeer, an angel, a snowman, a tree, candy cane. This looks like a moon, a bell, and then a bear. And then over here we have a few extra shapes. So again, we have the candle, the Christmas tree, the candy cane, the snowman. This is like a holly leaf, looks like a shooting star, another angel, the bell, a different angel, looks like a Santa boot, and I can't quite figure, oh, you know what, this is a Santa Claus with his bag. I think that's like a Santa that's walking. That's pretty cool. So again, these are all different ways to use your cookie cutters, and again, because we've got different sizes of trees, it's like the nesting thing like this, which is pretty cool. Then I got a new tool, and I'm not gonna break this out too far, but one of the things I'm already in love with this tool, and this is the Meaghan's Professional Clay Tools. This is a whole bunch. This is to stamp, mark, texture, cut, brand, and more. And so in here, here's all the different pieces that you can use. So you can assemble, you put the sphere, you got a wave cutter, a texture point, a fine medium rounder, cutting tip, feather point, a moon. You can do lines of script, shading, and then even more lines. And look at it, it's all in here. And I love that it's in a case. That's just too cool. So I'm gonna pop this open. Here we go. So as you can tell, you can actually go through and you can divide these little guys up. So this is a nice little case. You can put all your little pieces of tools in here. And I may end up sticking some other stuff in here as well. So it's not just the tools, but it's the case. And they give you all these wonderful little dividers to help organize and put things together in here. Oops, this one's offline. Can't seem to get this guy in here. So it's a great little toolbox here. It's fantastic to help you sort all your stuff. And this is why they give you these little compartments, because once you take the cover off, everything kind of gets loose. So you have your 2 basic shapes. I think I'm going to move this guy down so I can fit this one in here. That's where these guys rest, down here. Then you can put this one here. See, they thought ahead of time about where they're placing all little nooks and crannies so you can fit your tools in. And then you've got your blades. They do fit individually, so I guess you can put them in. And I love this. I've been using a knife because I didn't have a good sharp blade, a really fine blade. And this is a nice sharp blade that's on here. That's wonderful. But there's also a couple other blades that come with it too. So that's really fun. And then we have all these different points that can fit and screw onto here. So if you want to add some texture, so here there's different textures that fit on these really cool tipped points, and you can see them all. So this is kind of like, there's different stamps almost, like a moon shape. This is a star. This one's kind of like if you want to do a fine script. There's some of these other ones, and they're a good heavy quality metal, so that's really nice. Here's a nice fine tip point. There's a ball point. This one's kind of like a small little puncture. This is more of a rounded point. Here looks more like a pencil point. This is a fine tip. Looks like a dentist tool. Here's a very sharp needle nose point. So it's all for that fine tuning. You really want to get in there and start do little detail work. Here's one that looks like it's got kind of like a grade, so you can add some lines to something. Oh, here's some other ball shapes. These are larger head ball shapes. Those are pretty fun. Lots of uses for that. Guessing this is to hold something. Just a plastic container. Okay, so it does list all these things. So sphere points here, wave cutter 2 types, plain cutter, assembly heads, fine point heads, medium, round, medium. Texture points, here's 3 different texture points. Here's your assembly handles. Here's a cutting tip. And then it shows how you can assemble. So we have a tool here, these guys. And so you screw this down and it opens up. And then you're able to take this piece right here and you screw it back in. You tighten it up onto your rod here. As you tighten this in, it'll tighten and this won't pop out as easy. So it'll kind of notch it in place. You just have to tighten it up. And there you go. And then you have your tool that you can use for cutting. So that's how these other ones here work the same. You put this flat end, let me loosen this. Now I've done it too tight. There we go. You can loosen this, pop this guy out, place this guy in. Very carefully place this guy in. And then tighten it back up, and then this guy won't come out. And then you've got your tool, so you've got a little poking rod. And I love that they gave us 2. So if you have 2 things going on at the same time, and they even gave us 2 of these. So if you had 2 different texture points, let's say I wanted to run with this one and this one at the same time, I don't have to keep switching the heads out back and forth. Or if I wanted to have, you know, the cutting blade at the same time as one of the texture points, I'm not having to decide which one do I want to use at that moment. I can do both at the same time, and that's fantastic. So I love the flexibility of that. Oh, and then I didn't finish going through here. Down here we have a feather point, moon, dart, star, different script, a stencil, shading lines, and dots. These are all fun tools that you can use to get some really neat texture in your clay. And that is just phenomenal. It really kind of brings your clay making abilities up to the next level. And then this little piece just pops out. And then you can close your case up, and then all your pieces are in here. And I even have enough room, because I've hardly even used up all of this, where I can probably store other things in here too. So I might be able to store some of my other tools, or even some of my cutters might fit in here, or any other small bits and pieces to fit inside this case as well. So that is fabulous. So on top of that, now that we talked about all the tools, now I got some pretty awesome clay. So this one right here, this is a new package for me. I've not had one that's in this size package. And this color, oh, this is peach. And then I got a whole bunch of these multi-packs because I've really been using them up quite a bit. I've run out of some of the colors in those multi-packs. So I got sent, and I like the multi-packs because it really gives you a whole lot more option for size, and that's just fabulous. So here, this is the multi-pack, and this one is the Vineyard Tones. And so just so you can see, I'm not going to completely open it. I don't want to take them out of this package because then they dry out, but look at the beautiful tones of color. There's this violet, kind of a red, a blue, a green, brown, and then the white. And sometimes all you need is just a couple of colors, and you don't want to open up an entire big package, you know, like one of this, because it dries out. Instead, you've got these little nice guys, little small ones. So I got 2 of those. I also got 3 of the earth tones. Yep, these are all 3 earth tones. They're the same. The earth tone colors, These ones are really pretty. I love these for fall and autumn. So you get this kind of peachy tone, a green, it looks like a straw, kind of a terracotta, a sand, and then a dark brown or like a medium brown. And I know there's special names for all those. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, so I think this is like terracotta. I'm pretty sure that there's a straw. So there's special names for them. They're eluding me right now, but so I got the earth tones. And then I also got a full color of terracotta, which was one of the ones that was in there, I think. And I got 3 terracottas, so that's that. This one was the peach, and then I've also got a neon orange. So some wonderful colors for Christmas and for fall and autumn and Halloween. I mean, think about how fun that is. So some awesome things. Thank you so much, Makin's Clay, for an amazing, yet another amazing package. You it never stops. You guys are so generous with your stuff. It's flabbergasting. So just look at all the things I got. I mean, it's just, that's so cool. A new tool to play with, lots of new cool stuff, lots of great new clay colors to play with. And thank you again. So please subscribe, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.